Good morning, everybody. It's the Apache. Let me get all plugged up here because, of course, I'm not ready. Try to give y'all a little bit of a heads up by scheduling it, even though I only did it at 11:30. But it's something. So, for some reason, I was drawn to come and do some more of those Talking to Heaven readings. So, if you're interested and you come to the room, please give us a thumbs up and let me know that you're here and give me the name of your loved one, or two maybe. Let's not do everybody. And I will see what we get. So don't forget to like when you come into the room, share this live stream. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. And as I said, um, tell me where you're from. And name your loved one that you'd like to meet, to communicate with. Name. Hey, Carolyn. Oh, you got a message? Really? Yes, yes, yes. We spoke, and it resonated. So thank you very much. How are you today? And you're very, very, very welcome. Thank you for letting me do this work. It's like I'm practicing, I'm learning how to do this. So I thank you guys for the help. Oof. Put on some lipstick. I look like I'm just going to eat it off anyway. My Sunday was being woken up around 6:30 by spirit and just nudging and nudging and nudging at me to come down here and do this work. And I know I need to do it because it helps me get my mind off of other things, right? The things you can control and the things that you cannot. So I do what I can and control what I can. Hmm. Hey, Kizzy, happy Sunday to you too. Good morning. Good morning. I guess everybody's home after going to church this morning. I know. I didn't either, but that's okay. Not about the church building, but happy Sunday. So, yeah, I was busy last week. The week before last week was like a chance to rejuvenate, regroup, get things back in order, and do some research, learn some more things, try to figure out how this gift works, and Just taking time to think some things through. How was your Sunday, Kizzy and Carolyn? Hey, Lauren, how are you? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Please make sure that you give a thumbs up so that we can let others know that we're in here trying to do this work. Uh, you had a good Sunday? You had a good week, Carolyn? I have this deck, the Isis Oracle by Lana Fairchild. I've had this, I love you too, baby. I've had this for years and it's been sitting here. And last night I was led to open it up. I didn't look at the cards yet. I was just trying to read the book. But I think that this is a book I need to actually sit down and read. Oh, you like this? It's a caftan, actually. I don't know if I could, it's like a dress. And I've had this for a while too. And I said, you know what? Let me put this on. Want to be comfortable this morning. And it was brand new. You have dresses and stuff and tarot cards with the labels and the text still on them, and you just don't open them up. Some of us have that ability, and they were like really inexpensive on Amazon. So I got like a pack with like 3 of them in it months ago, and this is the one that I hadn't opened up yet, and I like it. Pretty, and for some reason I'm being drawn to this green, this shade of green lately. So we'll see if it helps, if it draws anything. But something about this green I noticed when I was watching some of the old readings that I've done. They're not old; they're just like, I catch up too because I need the messages myself. And I noticed that when I was working with the Akashic Tarot, I usually somehow or another have on green. And then when I was working with the Vice Versa deck, I had to go on green too, and I noticed that. And I don't have a lot of that color, but I just happen to pick that color every time I do those readings. So, yeah, they're very comfortable all day, and they're cool. They're not too hot. And you could be very laid back in it. So I've ordered others, and they're on their way. Just like I have a variety. Maybe I'll start to coordinate them with the cards if I get enough of them. Oh my goodness. So anyhow, what we're going to do is continue or try again to see who we can contact and allow ourselves to connect with spirit, the ones that want to contact us. Okay, so, and I grabbed this. I'm a pack rat. I hoard things. Okay, whatever. So my son had a lot of art work and notebooks and stuff from when he was little, when he went to the Waldorf school. And I was trying to say, I need to get more organized when it comes to this talking to heaven. I got to, like be able to write everybody's name down and everything. And I just grabbed one of his old books, figuring it probably had baby Scrabble and Scribble Scrabble in it, and it has nothing, and it kind of matches the cards. So that was a signal to me that was what I was thinking I needed to do was exactly what I was going to do. So let's see who is interested in speaking to someone who's crossed over. Okay, I got 6 people in here. I only got 2 thumbs up. Please give me some thumbs up, those of you who haven't done it already. And let's see what we can do today. Good morning, Miss CB Walker. How are you? You feeling good after that reading the other night? Okay, I got 6 thumbs up, and I got 6 people in here, 4 thumbs up. Somebody didn't thumb up yet. Okay, so, Carolyn, did you want to get another message from someone else? Hey, Sonia. How are you? I see you. Yes, Carolyn. All right, so let me put you here. And who is it that you would like to reach this morning, honey? Paw, Bernice. So that's your grandfather? Yes, Miss Walker, you can. Let me know who you want to see or talk to. Not see. Let's not do that. I'm not ready for that. Okay. All right, so she just passed and May Kizzy. Okay, so Louise is who you want to speak to, Miss Miller. And Kizzy wants to speak to her grandma. And Sonia wants to speak to her dad. Kizzy, what is your grandmom's name? And same for you, Sonia. I think I got everybody that's in here now. Kizzy is Veronica. Beautiful name. I love that name. Okay, I got you, Kizzy. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to start with Carolyn, and everybody else just give positive energy towards Carolyn. And Carolyn, I need you to focus in on Bernice. And who am I waiting for? Sonia, Thomas. Okay, great. You're welcome, Kizzy. Okay, so everybody, take deep breaths, center yourselves, and send out some positive vibes. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. I got 7 people with 5 thumbs up. So 2 people owe me a thumbs up. And thank you guys for doing it. What that does is it lets people, gives notification to people that we're doing this, and it moves the live stream up in the, the scroll that you get when you first open up YouTube. It tells you what's going on and what's trending and stuff. I think that it affects that positively. So we're going to try to reach Bernice for Carolyn. Paw. Ooh. Okay, and the cards that we are using here so far are the Talking to Heaven by Doreen Virtue and James Van Praagh. And we'll get the Angel Answers Oracle if needed. And Spirit was telling me to have the numerology cards around too. So, but if I feel I need anything, everything is here. But I don't know how that will work, but we'll see. Whatever it is that they lead me to do. Okay. Have some patience with me, please, Carolyn. I'm getting everything ready. I'm trying to be centered here. Alrighty. I want you to be ready too, Carolyn. All right, so here. Iba lo dumare lo joni mojuba. Ate wai oju iba. Ate la rauniba. Iba lone iba o eba to finale ye. Anole mojuba. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for sinners now and at the hour of death. Amen. Divine Mother, Father God, I'm grateful for the ability to respond to others with genuine, loving concern, giving me the willingness to lend an empathetic ear, and the stories that I hear prompt me to help those in need. I'm also grateful for a good memory and the skill to communicate my thoughts and feelings effectively. With these gifts, dear Lord, may I spread your messages of love for those who yearn for hope and true understanding. Amen and Ashe. Okay, so for Bernice, for Carolyn, 3 cards that came here are, if only I had known what I know now, I would have lived differently. Second message was, I am not dead. And thirdly, I am here helping you. So what he's saying is that he is right there with you. He's around you. He's helping you. Something about the knowledge that he has gained after this transition has led him to know that there were things that he didn't know, that had he known these things, he would have lived life differently. While living on the earth, if I had realized just how creative and powerful my thoughts were and their effect on another person, I would have been so much more aware of what I put out. Of course, I have regrets, but now I also realize that these were merely opportunities to grow. We never stop learning here or on earth. My deepest wish is that from my words, you learn to treat another person as you would yourself. Let go of the old earthly patterns of judgment and fear, and make an effort to bring love to everything and everyone who walks upon your path. That way, when you come here, you will have no room for regret. I promise. Carolyn, does that make any sense at all to you? Carolyn Miller, you still here? Okay, makes sense to you? Good, 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 good. All right, so he's around you, helping you. He has, I guess, grown a lot. He's matured, or maybe getting there. Maybe he was a little hard on some things. Okay, very strict. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, he was very hard, and if he knew what he knew now, he wouldn't have been like that. So, hey, you know what? Sometimes that's the way they were raised. They listen. Think about parents and older people, grandparents, whatever. They only do what they know to do. If you know that children are to be disciplined and that they have to, stay in line, and only way that you know to exert your authority is because you spanked them or whatever, that's only because that's the way they saw it. That's what they saw. That's what they were told to do. And as you know better, then you do better. But there was a whole bunch of our parents that wasn't doing no better, right? There's a whole bunch of us that got some big spankings. Yeah, well, you know what? Good to the granddaughters, yeah, because the joke that Bill Cosby, regardless, he made years ago, and he said that grandparents are parents trying to get into heaven. That they treat their children, one way, but when it gets to their grandchildren, they do something else because they realize they're getting older, they're getting closer to Judgment Day, and they got to make up for some of the stuff that they may have done to their own children. So they try to redeem themselves with the grandchildren. Yes, I thought that was hilarious, and I heard that joke years ago when I was a kid, and I said, you know what? Yeah, that's exactly from what I've heard about my grandmother and the way she treated my mother and my uncles and my aunts. Oh yes, she was definitely trying to get some points later on. Yeah, so true, right? So just pay attention to that because, we're parents and we see what our kids go through and we kind of laugh at whatever. But we do have a different kind of relationship with our grandchildren than we do with our children. But for the parents of us who were born in the 50s and the 60s and the 40s, you know, go out there and get that switch, or you know, you're on punishment for 3 weeks for some dumb nonsense, things like that. Stuff that were like drastic over. I know my sister still got scars from beatings my mother gave her. But they only did what they knew to do, even though it was wrong. But they did the best that they could most of the time, thinking that they were trying to keep us from some harm, some danger, some negativity, and they felt that the only way that they could get their message. Oh yeah, you had to cut your own switch. Don't come back in with no raggedy switch that was too light, because now you're going to get a double beat. Yep, bring your own switch. And now you tell this to these children, and they're talking about child abuse, and you're looking at them like, child, you don't even understand what child abuse is. There was spankings and beatings and whoopings, and then there was abuse, and there were people who were plain straight up abusive to their kids. And even though your parents was cutting your tail every chance they got with the belt, they didn't approve of what those people were doing with their kids at all. So there was even a level of honor among them. Oh yeah, you got the pocket knife to go outside and cut that switch and bring it, and having confidence that you wasn't going to do nothing but that. Because if you could have taken that pocket knife and cut him with it, but of course you wouldn't do that. But they knew that. They knew that it was a way of. Listen, we were a lot of our families, you know, like I said, they came up in that kind of a atmosphere, and they didn't see anything wrong with it. You know, spare the rod and spoil the child. They figure if they brought you up in the way that you should go when you became an adult, you would not depart from it, and you wouldn't be embarrassing them or your family. So that's what that's about. So whatever, you know, it came, whatever, if it was his strictness, his attitude, his the way he thought about life, and whatever. He's saying that he would have done things differently, but he is here to help you now. Okay? All right, Carolyn, I think that that is it. I don't think there's anything else. Let's see if they have any more messages. Papa, you have any more messages? Okay. Don't be afraid. So if there's something going on, something that's concerning you or stressing you, he's telling you not to be afraid. There's no such thing as death. Ashe. And as a soul, I can be in several places at once. So, whatever the concern is, he's letting you know that he is going to be there. And even if there's something else going on with other people in the family and they are going through things and whatever, he can take care of helping you and helping them at the same time. There's no limit on that. They don't have to, you're not limited and where you can be. That's why they say that once people cross over, they can be more helpful than they were in the past. Because when you were alive, you couldn't be in 2 or 3 places at the same time. But when you've passed over, you have the ability to do that. All right. And he has twice, I'm not dead, and there's no such thing as death. Okay, so death as we define it, because they're using the words that we use to communicate with us. But they're saying that he's saying that it's just a transition. All that you've lost is this body that we are inhabiting. But we are spiritual beings who had our human experience, which is now over. And now they know the lay of the land, who needs what, and when they need these things, and that they can take care of us at the same time. So they don't want us to be afraid. There's no need to fear. They're there to help. All you have to do is ask, but you have to ask. You have to verbally speak it into existence. Let them know that you need their help and in what area, and he will be there to assist you. Okay, Carolyn? Yes. Tell him to send me a good man. Yeah, and he can send it one to the rest of us while he's at it, okay? Yes. But if that's what you want, then ask him. Tell him to send you the correct partner, send you the partner that you're supposed to have, to lead you to the love that you deserve and the love that you are destined for. All right? So, Carolyn, thank you so much. I think we are done. I hope that I hope that you got something out of it. If you get a man out of it, please let us know. Please let us know. Next up will be CB Miller, who wants to speak to Louisa. You're welcome, Carolyn. Thank you. CB Miller wants to speak to Louisa. Okay, Yolanda George. And Leslie Greco, did you want to speak to someone? CB Miller wants to speak to Luis. You here? Let me know that you're up, that you're here, that you're still here, so I can get this going. Everybody, let's give some positive energy. CB Walker. Why am I saying Miller? I'm so sorry. Oh, because Carolyn, I wrote it again. Listen, girls, I'm trying. Okay. CB Walker for Louise. Okay, Yolanda, I have you. And Leslie, if you want to, Aunt Louise, this is your aunt. Okay. All right, so, all right, Miss Walker, CB Walker, let's focus in on Aunt Louise. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Do we have any messages for CB Walker from Aunt Louise? Hmm. First message comes here to say we will be together again. You're welcome, Sonia. Aunt Louise. CB Miller. CB Walker. Oh my goodness. Why am I saying Miller? CB Walker. Trying to get in touch with you. We will be together again. Yes. Okay. Card creativity came up. I was directed to pull out the numerological guidance cards, and these are by Michelle Buchanan. We will be together again, and creativity. A picture, a painting, family portrait. I don't know. Hey, Phyllis. Okay. Let me see. We will be together again. Because our souls are intertwined by shared missions and unfinished business, we are destined to be together. But now, I will be with you in my non physical form, functioning as a guide and a loving companion. While I can't give the guidance that God or an angel would, I can lend my support and strength to help and protect you. Once your life is complete, we will reunite in the spirit form when I'll remind you of the ways of the wondrous non physical world. I can tell you now that there's nothing to fear about dying, and yet you must live your life completely in order to fulfill your mission. When the time is right, you and I will have other physical lives together, ones that are perfectly orchestrated to help others and to create spiritual growth for the both of us. So, Ms. Walker, I think that Aunt Louise is saying that she's looking forward to being with you again. I'm thinking that it has something to do with creativity. Maybe there's something the two of you used to do together, painting or knitting or something creative. Okay. Makes sense to you? All right. Let's see if there's any other messages. Hey, Katrilla. Yeah, Phyllis, I have you down. And okay, good, Katrilla. I'm glad you figured things out. Cross stitching. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And you make a picture from it. Some people hang them and stuff, right? Frame them and hang them. So that's the creativity. All right. So she's saying that you all will be together again doing that. Let's see if there's any other message for you. What is this? Okay. Oh. She says it was my time to go. Yes. Okay. It was my time to go. I say. Well, she definitely identified herself. She wanted me to let you know it was definitely her. All right. Let's see if we get one more message from Aunt Louise. I have no more earthly worries. So she is feeling free and unburdened and not worrying about anything. Sounds like she is just waiting for you to join her. I think she's saying also that she wants you to continue being creative, or maybe that is uh, an activity that you should be passing on to others, something that you should make sure that. Thank you, Sonia, that you can share this skill, the creativity, whatever the creativity is, if it is the cross stitching or if it is something else. I think she is saying that she wants you to teach your kids or your grandchildren or whoever, students, whatever, teach them how to do that. All right? Well, that's what we're doing, baby. Katrilla, their ancestors, if they've crossed over, that is what we're doing. Phyllis, I just want to write down the name. I'm not ready for you yet, but I just want to write down the name of who it is that you want to connect with. Okay, Ms. Walker, thank you so much. I think that you got the message that you were supposed to get, and I'm happy that we are able to do that today for you. And that, okay. And when they lead me to do that, then I will do what they say, as I always try to. You're welcome. You're welcome. If anybody wants to give a donation, Super Chat is available for that. So, finished with that one. Next up, we're going to do Kizzy and Veronica. Marquise. Phyllis wants Marquise. Oh, you're a blessing to me. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share these messages, hon. Thank you, Ms. Walker. Okay. I got Marquise and Katrilla. If you want to get a reading for an ancestor, let me know. Can you make? I don't know. how to do this to make somebody a mm, ah. Okay, so Sonia is now the moderator for this chat. Thank you. Do you mind that? Oh, thank you, Phyllis. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you so much. And everybody who wants to get a video reading for love or career, whatever like that, you all know you can send an email to pbtarot7@gmail.com. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And we'll talk about the prices. Yolanda George. Yolanda George, you already told me that you wanted to hear from Mary. And now you wanted to talk to Anderson also. Okay, when I get to you, we'll do that. So we're talking to Kizzy and Veronica. So Kizzy, let me know you're here. Okay, Yolanda, I got you down for Mary and Anderson. Mary and Anderson. So Kizzy, hi baby. All right, Kizzy. So you need to focus on Veronica. Let's see if we get any messages from her today. Oh, okay, Sonia. Thank you. I don't think that we'll have any problems. If you have anybody coming in here with some craziness, please, no negativity, only positivity. It's Sunday. All right, so Veronica, the Kizzy. First card, I will always point you in the right direction. Okay, Control, I got you. I will always point you in the right direction. Okay. Veronica, any other messages for Kizzy? Kizzy, make sure that you're sending her positive energy. Right? Whatever the message is. Tears cleanse the soul. Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else? You have nothing to feel guilty about? I will point you in the right direction. Tears cleanse the soul. You have nothing to feel guilty about. Hmm. Although I'm not God or an angel, I do have the ability to guide you. Keep in mind that I'm not privy to all of the all knowing wisdom of the universe. For that, you want to consult God, which you can do just by asking for help. However, I do have the benefit of all of my earthly lessons, which have taught me a lot. I also have a broader perspective on your circumstances from my heavenly vantage point. So you can think of me as a trustworthy confidant whom you can turn to for advice. Please know that I'll do all I can to guide you towards what's best for you. I've learned how to get my own ego out of the way and focus upon helping you and others from a place of true love. You'll notice the signs that I send to you through your feelings, your dreams, and other reminders to think of me. Okay, so when you think about her, she's letting you know that she is right there. She's always there, but when you think of her, that's her reminding you that she's there. What happened to my chat? Again. Okay, all right, okay, that's what it is. You have nothing to feel guilty about, all right? She was in a nursing home and you couldn't get there like you wanted to, okay, but she's letting you know she sees those tears and she's telling you that you have nothing to feel guilty about. Everything that happened, whatever way it happened, was supposed to go that way. Okay? And she's telling you she knows, you have a life because she's looking at things from another perspective, another vantage point. Now, maybe when she was here with us, maybe she didn't like the fact that you weren't there, or maybe she was, trying to make you feel guilty about it or something like that. But now she's letting you know, no, it's all right. She's right there. She's not going to let you go any way that's not the direction that you're supposed to go to, and that you don't have to feel guilty about anything. You've cried enough. That's what she's saying. You've cried enough. That's what she said. You've cried enough. There's nothing to feel guilty about. She's fine. Okay? Kizzy, you good? Anything else that you want to say, Veronica, to Kizzy? Any other messages for Kizzy? Oh, we are so connected. So you're still connected. If I had only known what I know now, I'd live differently. And life is a series of choices. Choose love. See those two little hearts there? The big, fluffy heart and the little fluffy heart. She's still with you. She loves you. And she's letting you know that you're still connected. And she wishes she could have done things differently, but she knows now. She knows better now. She didn't know what she knows now when she was here with you. So she's advising you, always choose love. I don't know what that is relevant about, but you do, I'm sure. Okay, so try not to be sad. Don't feel guilty of anything. Oh, kisses to you too, baby. Don't feel guilty. Here, turn right back up again. You have nothing to feel guilty about. I'm trying to shuffle it. Came up again. So please do yourself a favor, do her a favor, and let that part of it go. Know that you're connected. Know that she loves you. She's still with you. There's nothing for you to feel guilty about. You did what you were supposed to do. Everything happened as it was supposed to happen in the time that it happened. For whatever reason, for whatever lesson that whoever needed it, got it. All right, Kizzy? So thank you so much, baby. And Sonia Soto, we are going to be looking for a message from Thomas for you. So Sonia is up next. Leslie Greco, I need to know if you are interested and who would you like to hear from. And then after Sonia will be Leslie and then Yolanda George. Okay. So Sonia, my moderator. Thank you so much. Let's see what's happening here. All right. Thank you. Don't forget to share this. Let people know that we are doing this, Kizzy and CB and Carolyn, everybody who already got a reading. If you're here, don't forget to subscribe and to share if you haven't already. And hit the notification button so that you can be notified whenever I do these things. Thank you. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you, Ms. Walker. All right. So, Sonia, we're looking for Thomas for you. I guess I should have said something before I did that, right? You got earphones in? Thomas. Sonia wants to hear, would like to hear a message from Thomas. Okay, as a soul, I can be in several places at the same time. We will be together again. You are never alone. Okay, so Thomas is saying, I think, Sonia, that no matter what's going on, that they're always around you and that you will be together again. You're not alone. And even if there's other things going on that call for their attention, they're always with you also. Okay. Any other messages for Sonia from Thomas? Says, I'm standing right next to you. Well, he's helping you moderate. One more. Any more messages? No. And he said, remember me by the happy memories that we've created. When you think about him, that's his reminder to you that he is right there. He is not leaving your side. Even if there are other things going on that call for his attention, that he is there. When you reminisce, or when memories come to your mind about happy things that happened between you two, happy memories, he's saying to let you know that that's him. Bottom of the deck here is our earth is our school. The earth is our school. So he learned a lot when he was here. And he wants you to know that you have this opportunity to learn about nature. That's what just came. Learn about the earth. Learn about taking care of nature. Learn about taking care of nature. I don't know. You told me to get the numerology card, so that's what I'm doing. I guess there's something specific. Oh, 87, synchronicity. Okay. So I think what he's saying is for you to look for the synchronicity around you. That is, hi Capri. When you notice the synchronicities, those are messages from him, and he wants you to pay attention to those synchronicities. So a synchronicity is like when you see repetitive numbers over and over, or numbers or color, or every time you look at the clock, it's your birthday. Every time, it's like the numbers correspond with your birthday, or somebody keeps every time you go somewhere, you keep hearing that same name called, or something calls your attention to something that is important in your life. Those synchronicities, he wants you to pay attention to those synchronicities. He wants you to work with your intuition more. Use your intuition more. Pay attention to the synchronicities. And he is there helping you, and he's guiding you. And the road marks, the guideposts are going to be the synchronicities. If you use your intuition and you continue to communicate with him, you'll learn it out. You'll learn it. You'll learn it. You'll learn how to follow these, you'll learn how to follow the instructions that you're being given through synchronicity. But you have to know that he's there with you and that he's helping you. And if there's questions, ask. You are here. There's things that you are supposed to learn, and you will learn these things through paying attention to the synchronicities, and he is there to help you get the lessons. So that's the message, Sonia. There's something that they want you to do, and he is there specifically to guide you through it. This card indicates a need to have faith in the universal order of events, even in the midst of hopelessness and insecurity. There is no such thing as an accident or a coincidence in the universe, and the perfect people and opportunities will appear miraculously where least expected. Even when you can't logically comprehend how your dreams could possibly come true, you must trust in the magical power of synchronicity, huh, to deliver what you need. You're studying astrology and numerology? I say, well, that's how come he told me to get these cards. And I'd be a lie if I didn't tell you that I just got these cards off of my Bovada right before I turned this on. Let me finish this, and I'm going to show you what I was working on getting into today. You must trust in the magical power of synchronicity to deliver what you need. Remember, it isn't your job to know how things will unfold. It is simply your job to believe and know that all is well. The hows and the whens and the whos lie in the hands of the divine. But once you surrender the outcome, you are shown the next logical step. Okay, so that's what I was trying to say about the next step. Okay, hold on. Ooh, I didn't open this yet, but these are called astrology reading cards. They still got the price and everything on it. Okay, but I had put them on the Bovada like 2 weeks ago. They sit there, and then this morning when I was cleaning it up and adding the water and doing what I was doing, I decided to take it off, and I was like, I'm gonna open these up. So I guess that's the synchronicity. See, that's the synchronicity. I was gonna be working on astrology and numerology, and you are too. And I made you my moderator. Ashe. Okay. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to trust in the power of synchronicity. By living in consistent alignment with Source through positive thoughts, emotions, and prayer, you will automatically attract miraculous synchronicities into your life. And there's an affirmation for you. It says, I have faith that synchronicity will lead me where I need to be. Ashe. So that's your message, Sonia. And that was a pretty cool one, too. I like that. So that is what Thomas was saying for you to pay attention to your synchronicities. You are on the right track studying the astrology and numerology, I believe. That was a confirmation for you also, okay? So I hope that that was good for you. Leslie Greco, and Yolanda George from Mary and Anderson. So Sonia, I think that was your message, and I hope that it resonated. I know it did. Okay, so thank you so much for allowing me to share that with you, and thank you, Thomas, for allowing us to get that message to Sonia. And so Yolanda George for Mary and Anderson. Let me know you're still here. Capri, Warren. Okay, so you want to hear from your grandparents. Okay, Yolanda, very good. Let me finish Callista or Jessica. Friends. Okay. Yeah, Phyllis, you're right after Yolanda for Marquise. I have you. I'm just trying to give everybody, a little time. We're already over an hour. But it is what it is. Yes. I have Phyllis, and then I have Katrilla, and then I have Capri. And that's 9 people. Yeah. I think that I'll cut it off there and maybe come back. All right. So the last person will be Capri. All righty? All right. So let's see here. Yeah, 9 is a good number. 9 is the number of the ego, right? So that's okay. Thank you, ego. So that's what it'll be. 9. I'll come back and do more if I'm so led, but we'll do 9, cut it off, upload it. That way nobody will be, it won't get destroyed or not upload. Okay, very good, Sonia. I'm glad that you liked that message. I'm glad that it made sense to you. All right, so we are doing Yolanda. And Yolanda wants to speak to Mary and Anderson, and or Anderson. Oh, love you too, Sonia. Okay, so Yolanda, focus in on Mary and Anderson. Everybody else is still here. Please give Yolanda some positive energy. That's so interesting how they said to have the numerology books here and then 2 people, and it made sense both times to use it. I say. That's why I was hesitant to do these, because I was like, how are people really going to get messages? But I guess they're like, just get the card, check, and we'll take care of it from there. So, Yolanda from Mary and Anderson. All morning I've been getting this song, Hey Love by Stevie Wonder. I don't know. I was met by so many loving people. Okay, so, and you are never alone. So, whichever of these Mary or Anderson. Anderson is your father, and Mary is your mother. I'm thinking that this message is from whoever is the most recent transition. I don't know. But they're letting you know that they were met by loving people and that you are never alone. I feel happy and healthy. So we know that when they cross over, no more pain, no more sadness, no more suffering. Hmm. Any more messages? I am so much better now. There is no time where I am. There is only time. Time is only on the earth. Hmm. Anything else for Yolanda? It is beautiful where I am. Okay. So I think what they're saying is that they are together. Whoever was there first greeted the one that got there next, along with other people. They're letting you know that they feel healthy and happy. The person that got there before is saying that I am so much better now and that there's no time where they are. Time is only on the earth. It is beautiful where I am. I think what they're saying to you, um, I don't know why, that it didn't take that they weren't waiting a long time for the other person to join them, even though it may have seemed to a long time to you and the person that was coming. They were always there. They were always there. So they really weren't waiting per se. They just were there to embrace and greet them. Okay, so your mother, 7 months apart. Okay. And you know, seven is a number of the divine. All right. That's creation and perfection. So there was something that needed to happen, something that had to be prepared, I'm hearing, during that time period. But to them, it wasn't a long time for the person who was gone first because they were always there. They're letting you know that you're never alone. So mother went first, and then That time period, 7, and then father joined her. Let's see. There is no time where I am. Life is short, that's true, and even shorter from my heavenly vantage point, where the entire human lifespan seems to pass more quickly than the blink of an eye. So I'm happy to be here. So I'm happy to be with you for the rest of your life because I love you and because time is in abundance over here. We don't measure time as you do because time is a figment of the physical world. On earth, it is used to compare past, present, and future. Where I am now, only the present exists for all eternity. And my love and care for you is also timeless and eternal. So time doesn't matter once the transition is made. You're greeted by your family and the friends and people who love you, and they feel better. They feel healthy. And they're just waiting for earthly time to pass so you all can be together again like they are. But where they are, they think it's beautiful. All right, so let's see what else they want to put to you. You don't know to go right or go left. Well, yeah, you can tune in. Ask them which way to go. Ask them, should I go right or should I go left? That's why they're there. And that's why they're letting you know that you're never alone. So you don't have to worry about, oh, it says follow your dreams. Number 85, follow your dreams. Should you go right or left? It said follow your dreams. So, is right or left, whatever the choices are, which one is closer to you following your dreams or following your dreams? The thing that is going to take you closer to your desired goal. This card indicates a time for you to reach for the stars and follow your dreams, whatever they may be. You're being encouraged to put your hopes and dreams at the forefront of your mind and to believe without a doubt that they are really coming true. Pay attention to poverty consciousness. Pay no mind to poverty consciousness or fear or competition because the universe is abundant and there's no limitation. So just like there's no time in heaven, the abundance of the universe is infinite. Come on, that's a beautiful thing to be focusing on. That's wonderful. Even though you have no control over how or when things will unfold, divine timing and order will ensure that everything serves your greater good. Let go of expectations and embrace the magic in the mystery. For in celebrating the unknown, you will attract synchronistic opportunities. Even when you feel as if success is way beyond your reach, Never give up on your dreams because they really will come true. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the cycles in your life that are encouraging you to follow your dreams. Your dreams are already set in motion and are unfolding in perfect timing. They cannot be taken away because they're already karmically etched in stone. And the affirmation for you is, I reach for the stars and follow my dreams. So, the work that you're doing, Yolanda, is God's work. That's wonderful. Okay? And if this is something that you're drawn to and that you feel and I feel that you're serving you're doing a service for humanity. And if that's your dream, then when you are doing that work, approach it sacred, like it's sacred, they're saying. Approach it like it's your sacred mission. Pray about it in the morning before you go, when you're talking to your clients. You know, you could pray for them. There might be some clients you'll be praying with. What they're saying to treat this work like it's a sacred mission, like a prayer. That I keep hearing that song, like a prayer. So let's pray for you to get that funding to help. All right. Start writing some letters. See, I know you're doing the research. I'm sure you are. But see how you can get some grants. Okay. But this work that you are going to do, that you want to do, that was put on your heart to do, the universe is going to help you with that because you are doing a service for God's children. Okay? So we're going to believe for Yolanda that she is going to get some funding to help her work with those who are in need of health and housing assistance, especially in these times. Oh, yes, it's going to be healing to people and it's going to be healing to you too. And when they're telling me, and as you do these things, of course, this is helping the ascension of your ancestors also. So they're really going to give you a hand. Just, if you haven't already set up an ancestral altar, you might want to think about doing that. But definitely include your family, include your ancestors in this work. Because they want to help you. They're right there. They're right there. They're right there. And they want to help you. Like I said, as you elevate these other people, your clients, you're elevating your family also. You're doing a wonderful, wonderful work. And thank God and thank goodness that you have this on your heart to do. All right? New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania, absolutely. Absolutely. Might want to hit up the governor and whoever the governors in these states that are running and the people who are running against them. Hit them up. Send them a letter, See what happens. Send them an email. Twitter. Ask them what they can do to help you get some funds. If you put it on Twitter, it's out in the world. That means that people are going to watch their response. Just saying. Governor of New York is Andrew Cuomo. Yeah, they're working on housing now. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, do that. And also, like I said, pray. Include your ancestors in your work. They want to help you, and they are helping you. But if you actively ask them, they will work. Your ancestors can contact the ancestors of your client and tell, so that they can get in on the act and help work it out for them too. Make this a community effort. Okay, so Thank you, Sonia and Yolanda. I hope that that was a good message for you. It sounds like it is. It sounds like we went where they wanted us to go with that. All right, so everybody is going to be giving some positive vibes to Yolanda George as she's doing her work helping the homeless get housing, to get healing. All right, so we're going to remember to ask, Amen, Ashe. We're going to ask for positive energy for Yolanda as she's doing that work. She can get that funding so that she can help our people to get some housing. All right, and as she does her work, it'll help elevate her and help elevate her ancestors, and probably will help elevate all of ours if we all put our energy towards helping her get this excellent work done. Okay, so thank you so much, Yolanda, and we love you too. Phyllis is up next. Phyllis wants to speak to Marquise. Okay. Ms. Walker is saying that she'll be praying for you, Yolanda, in the hopes that everything works out for you. Patrilla said amen. Sonia also is encouraging you. All right. So if we have any new people that just entered the room, please give us a thumbs up. Okay, Phyllis, we're going to take a look at what messages we can get for you from Marquise, right? So let's focus on Marquise and Phyllis. Phyllis wants to hear from Marquise. And Phyllis is sending hearts to Sonia. Okay, Marquise. I don't like coffee, just for the record. This is just to keep me sitting up. Mm. But I wanted so much to come down and do this morning. I'm glad I did. Really, really, this is kind of cool. Definitely. Yolanda is doing God's work. I say. Wow. Mm. Oh. Somebody, I just got a Facebook notification with somebody put a prayer on my Facebook page. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses, those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. I will look to the hills from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord that made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. Yea, he that keepeth thee will not slumber. He that keepeth Israel's son neither slumber nor sleep. Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from now and even forevermore. Mm. Okay. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leads me in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Okay, so for Phyllis and Marquise. Oh, you love coffee? That's what got me drinking coffee this morning, I guess. Oh. So, Phyllis, first message was, I have become one of your guides. That's from Marquise. I always give you a good night kiss. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. Tears cleanse the soul. Mm. I'm getting that your tears, tears of others who may have been mourning Marquise, those tears help to elevate him and help to release him of whatever karmic lesson, he had come to learn, that the tears and the mourning released him, helped release him from having to recycle and repeat certain lessons that he may not have gotten. There may have been some remnants of some things that he may not have mastered as well as he would have wanted to, or as his assignment had told him to. But when those tears came from whoever, from you, it added value. That's the word, added value to whatever his tribulations were here. That the attention and the mourning and the tears that were directed towards him when he passed helped cleanse whatever okay Phyllis, okay, all right, so then that's what happened, all right, but he always gives you a good night kiss, and he's become one of your guides. Let's see if we can get one more. I gotta move this mouse. All right. Well, thank you, Phyllis. We're just bringing what they're telling me to say. It says I'm not dead. So he's there. He's around you. Dead, that way we defined it is not. What they are experiencing and their transition that we call dead, it's not exactly that, but they can only use the words that we use in order to get us to understand it as much as they can. Okay? Oh, Phyllis is crying. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. Well, Ashe, sis. Ashe, Ashe. Mm. All right, let's see what this. Hmm. Let's see what this. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. Oh, and the bottom of the deck says, "My mind is free." Oh yeah, he's your guide. He is your guide. There is a divine order behind everything that happens, including the time of my passing. I realized that you weren't ready to let me go, and in many ways, I wasn't ready either. Since my passing, I received spiritual counseling to help me see the big picture of my life and my death. I now understand that I had to leave the way that I did. It was part of my soul contract as well as yours. I now see that everything in this universe is mathematically precise. There are no accidents. At some level, your soul knew that I would leave before you did. We've both been preparing for this transition since the beginning of our relationship. I am grateful for all of the beautiful moments we shared together, along with the lessons I learned during the difficult time. It's all divinely perfect. Yes, I say amen. All right, Phyllis, you good, baby? Very good, very good, very good, very good. Make sure that you all who heard from your loved ones, make sure you acknowledge them today. Tell them thank you. Show them some gratitude in whichever way that you choose to do it, but acknowledge their presence, acknowledge their message, thank them for coming, and thank them for being around you all the time. You're welcome, Phyllis. Auntie loves you. Aww. Oh, wow. So Marquis is your nephew. Okay, okay. You're welcome. That's beautiful. All right, who next? Katrilla. Katrilla Johnson. Okay. All right, here we go. May and Jewel with Katrilla. Thank you so much, Phyllis. All right, here we go. So Katrilla, focus in on. Yeah, sometimes you have a niece or a nephew like that you're really tight with. I was actually thinking about my aunt this morning. Both of my aunts on my father's side. They, I was their baby. My mother was just a vessel. But I was their thing. I was their thing. Oh, May Jewel, one name. Okay, May Jewel. Okay, nice. All right. And May Jewel, is that your mother? Is that a who is that? Grandmother? Yeah. Yeah, special relationship, and I was doing my ancestral money. I give my ancestors money. Oh, that's your grandmother on your father's side. Okay, paternal grandmother. Hey, Joel. All right, and I'm just going to shuffle these up here so that we can get the energy cleared out, and I'll run my mouth while I'm doing that. So anyway, my aunties, they took care of me while my parents worked when I was real little, when I was a baby. And they were so excited because my father is 17 years older than my mother. And his sisters are older than him. We're older than him. And they hadn't had a baby to, dote over for a decade at least. So, and then I was a girl. So they was just the stories and the things. They would take me out, have me all dressed up, traveling all over the place with my auntie and Aunt Marie. She did this work. She was a reader, not with no cards though, honey. She was not needing any of this nonsense. I ain't no tea reader, miss. That was she would say. But anyway, she was very intuitive. And my other aunt, Ethel, was a businesswoman. She owned restaurants. She was a beautician. She used to do people's hair. And I was their baby. And I apparently traveled up and down the East Coast from New York to Jacksonville, Florida. Every chance my aunt Ethel got, she was in the car, grab me up and take me. Now, remember, this is back in the early 60s. There's no car seats and none of that. So it's whoever's in the car holds the baby. But I managed to get back and forth without getting killed, right? Several times. Yeah, you were the first girl too? Okay, then maybe that's again why I'm saying this while I'm shuffling. So we are looking for May Jewel Johnson. Is her last name Johnson too? May Jewel. That's a nice name, actually. I like that. Okay. Yeah. So they were crazy about me and they took me, oh, Brown? Okay. Yeah, they took me all over. My Aunt Ethel did. Her Aunt Marie, she was just there doing what she was doing, which was always had a clients all the time doing her readings, and she lived in Harlem. So apparently, when my parents were at work, they worked at NYU, a medical center. They were nurses, and my aunt Marie lived in Harlem, and my aunt Ethel lived in Brooklyn. And I was outside. My mother said that they would have me all. My aunt Marie would have me all dolled up. You know, my mother and father would buy nice clothes for me and those fluffy dresses with the crinoline and all of that, um, and little high boots and all. And they had me outside. And my aunt had me outside, and they would always tease me about. I would be outside on 125th Street, and I would be doing the twist, like I was like a street entertainer. God knows what was going on, but I would do the twist, and just they just doted all over me when I was a little girl, and I thank God for that. I thank God for that because they loved me, and there was nothing I did. I just came, but they were so excited to have a baby after all those years. And then when I got older and grown up, and I was in college and I was pregnant, I was so worried to tell my father that I was, pregnant. I was in college, I wasn't married, and I was scared to death that he was just going to get sick or have a heart attack or something like that. I didn't want to disappoint him. And I told my pastor, pastor was like, "Your father is going to be fine." And he didn't even know him, but he was like, "He'll be fine. Just, when you tell him, you tell him." So, and I finally told him, I think it was like November, and I had gotten pregnant like July, but I was getting ready to come home for Thanksgiving. And my parents were divorced. I didn't live with them, but I, come home, see daddy, and during the, Thanksgiving break for whatever few days they give you. And it was like, my mother was like, "So how much longer are you going to do this?" Because my mother wasn't telling him nothing because it was my business to tell. So I said, "Well, I guess I better let him know." So finally, I think it was before I left school to go home for the break, and he called the school and they put him through to my room, and I told him. And he said, "Well, I was wondering when somebody was going to make me a grandfather." And it was so sweet. It was so like relief because he's looking at like, yeah, because he was like 37 or 38 when I was born. So now I'm 20. He's like 58 years old. And he's like, "Yeah, well, okay. I was wondering when somebody around here was going to make me a grandfather." Man, thank you, God. That just relieved my poor mind. So it was no judgment, no nothing. It was just like, yes, thank you, somebody. So he got to have a grandchild with me, one that he got to know before he passed over, and things happen for a reason. So even though you think this is, these are, this says flock year. This was my aunt always had flamingos in this big picture behind her. She would sit on the couch, and the couch was behind her, and the couch was big, big arms and whatever. And she had this painting of these flamingos on the wall. And now I realize the flamingos is about Florida. So when I was doing my Egun ceremony last week, I had gotten this decoration, and I said, "Oh, I'll keep that." In the bag here, also flamingos. So that's signifying Florida. Since I have all of this Panama and Barbados and everything else going on in here, I guess Florida said hello. So anyway, let's get back to this. I think that we have shuffled this up enough. Katrilla and May Jewel Brown. May Jewel. Okay, May Jewel. Yeah, they're very pretty. I even got flamingo earrings. I don't know where I put them right now, but why not? And flamingos they're a spirit animal too. I was reading about it, but I can't remember. You focus. Major. All right. All right, Katrina. Focus on Major, and let's see what messages there are for you. I'm surrounded by loving animals. So if she had any pets or you all had any pets, she's letting you know that the pets are there with her. I have a new understanding. Well, look at all those clouds in this picture, Katrilla. I have a new understanding. Okay, so she had pets. Very good. So she's surrounded by her animals. Understanding. My mind is free. Okay, she loved cats. All right, so her cats are there with her. I don't know why I'm looking at this card. This I have a new understanding card here. This looks like somebody's like fist to me. Like that, like power. And like there's a face looking like there's a nose and a face and a chin. Like they're doing this. Strength with this new understanding is what I'm seeing. My mind is free. Mhm. Hmm. Let's see. We have any more messages from May Jewel or Katrilla? Anything else, May Jewel? Anything else? All right. Hmm. Don't be afraid. Hmm. Oh, that's there's a song, old song. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden door, golden light. I don't know. Old song. Walk on, and you'll never walk alone. Okay. With love in your heart, and you will never walk alone. Yeah, my mom used to like that song. I think it's from musical. I think it's from Carousel, or maybe the one, the Music Man. I don't know, but Google it. You'll Never Walk Alone is the name of the song, I believe. Google it, whatever. I don't know why that sound came. That song is coming from me for you, Katrilla. So when you get a moment. I know it's a clip on YouTube of it because I've watched it in the last year because it came up for me to someone else. Okay. So these messages for you, Catrilla, you have nothing to feel guilty about. The bottom of the deck. Okay, you understand that song because that's how you've been feeling. Okay. All right. It says, don't be afraid. And my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to any guilt. I'm going to take a look at, I have a new understanding. Ironically, life is so much better now that I'm not physically alive. Of course, my soul, like yours and everyone else's, is very much alive. In fact, I've learned that nothing can harm your soul or souls because they are God's handiwork. I've learned that nothing can harm our souls because they are God's handiwork. Oh, sure, our emotions and our psyches can get wounded, but those are still part of the human ego, so they can be healed with the right understanding. Basically, I've learned to have complete compassion for myself, for everyone, and for the process of life. I wasted so much time judging myself and others, and I held back because of insecurities that had no foundation. Now, I see that there's nothing to fear at all, because nothing bad can ever happen to you at a soul level. So, please learn from my experiences. Live your life with gusto and joy. So, walk on with love in your heart, and you will never walk alone. Do not be afraid, and don't feel guilty about nothing, what she's saying to you. That's the message. And that's why that song came. Because that is an old song. Oh, look at this. They told me to get the numerology deck. And as I'm going to shuffle, healing, 66 and 85, follow your dreams. Oh, girl. Okay, Katrina. Patience. Okay. You see people in the trees now. All right. Very good. We talked about that. Without the camera. All right. But we talked about that in one of the readings I did this week, and I'm sure that you were there. There are messages for you in those things. I don't think they want you to take pictures of that. I think they want you to just commune with that. '63, parenting. Well, 6 plus 3 is 9, and 9 is the ancestors. So, patience in parenting. So maybe they're asking you to have patience with your children. Patience with yourself. Have patience with your children. No. 6 and 2, 63 and 2. 6 plus 3 is 9, and 9 plus 2 is 11. So you can manifest what it is that you want in this relationship with your children, or with your parents even. But I'm thinking it's asking you to do things that are going to have positive results for your kids. You have to show patience with them. Be patient with them. That's what I heard. Okay. And spiritual career. Okay, so that's what you're being led to. I think that's what they're saying. Yes, it is hard being a single parent. Very hard to do. Very hard. Bottom of the deck is health. It is hard being a single parent. And I'm getting that they want you to try to have patience with yourself as you are trying to do this. Understand that even being a single parent is a spiritual calling. It is a you're doing the work of providing a space for this heaven sent being to grow, to learn. That you are providing the space and the place for this soul, these souls, to get ready to fly. For them you're helping with the foundation of whatever their contract was, that they chose you to be their mama, and you should be honored by that. You should feel honored. It's a blessing that the universe is going to trust you with the spiritual beings for however long a time they have with you or with us on this side. But you are there to provide whatever lessons it is that they are supposed to learn. Even through the struggle, there are lessons in that for them and for you. So don't despair and don't discourage. Don't feel discouraged. It's playing out the way it's supposed to play out for you. This is an experience that you need to have and that they needed to have. This is what you signed up for, and this is what they signed up for. There's nothing to feel stressed or ashamed or embarrassed or whatever. You are that child's mama or those children's mama because you were the best person to be that child's mama for whatever the contract was that they signed up. Okay? For parenting, this card indicates that you have a natural gift for parenting and working with children. Perhaps you have a child or children of your own, or maybe there are children within your extended family circle of friends. Maybe you're playing a parental role within your relationships with others who tend to behave like children. Whatever the case may be, your ability to teach, nurture, and guide the next generation raises the vibration of the world. Every ounce of time, attention, love, and support that you invest in a child pays dividends down the road. This is a time to honor and embrace the significant role you play in the life of a child, whether it is your own or that of a partner or a neighbor or relative or a client or a friend. Not underestimate the importance of your unconditional love and guidance, because even a small gesture can have a massive impact on a child's life. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life, cycles that are encouraging you to spend quality time with children. Go out of your way to brighten a child's day. Give your attention freely and know that a little goes a long way. By investing in the younger generation, you invest in the future of humankind. The affirmation here is, I love and nurture children and make the world a brighter place. So, Katrilla, this is your gift. One of your gifts is the love and the attention and the lessons that you are sharing with these children, your children of your neighbors, children of your sisters and brothers, whoever, whatever children you influence, your influence is going a long way positively towards the uplifting of us all. So thank you. See, some girls just call you mama after they meet you. See, there you go. Right there, because something about you is welcoming to those little souls, okay? Even the teenage girls and the preteens and the adolescents, they are learning things from you, and you have been put into their path for a reason, even if it's just for a little while. So, okay, very good. Thank you so much, Katrilla. I'm glad that that was a good message for you. So your grandmother is telling you that parenting, whatever impact that you have on a child, is something that that's part of your calling. That's part of it. The same way she had an impact on you, we have been together in your dreams. So you've dreamt about her. Okay? It may not be that she's giving you messages, but she has been in some of the dreams that you've had, and she's acknowledging that. You're welcome. All right, so the last person here was Capri Warren. Okay, Tammy, I am doing messages from heaven right now. So if you want to know, yes, Capri, we're going to do your grandmother and your grandfather, or your friends, Jessica or Callista. All right. Capri, what is, you're welcome, Katrina. Louise and Fred. Okay. All right. Louise and Fred for Capri. What was that? Tammy, yeah. So Tammy, if you want to do love readings or general readings, you can subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button. See when I come up with those readings. Right now we're doing Capri is going to be the last one because we did 9 and it's over 2 hours. My goodness. But if you hit the notification button, Tammy, you'll know whenever I come back and do these. And I might come back and do some love readings when I'm done with this because I'm feeling like I should. So. Oh, Capri, we haven't even started yet. You're welcome. Okay, so let's see if we can get some messages for Capri. All right, Tammy, so I'm not trying to dish you or anything like that. It's just I've been doing this for 2 hours now, and we're going to do Capri last, and then I'm going to see if I can come back and finish. I haven't even eaten my breakfast. This is my morning coffee, my bagel. Still in the package. I have a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm running on sparkling ice, zero sugar something water, not an advertisement, just saying, and coffee. Okay, so Tammy, just subscribe and hit notifications, and then when I do come back, you'll get the notification, okay? Don't forget to like while you're in here. And you'll be able to watch this as soon as it uploads and see what went on in here. We had a good time this morning, afternoon. So let's send some positive energy towards Capri. Okay. All right. And this is the last one I'm doing, Sonia, so let them know. This keeps coming up, so I guess this is for you. I'm surrounded by animals. I'm surrounded by loving animals. This came up, I put it back, I shuffled again, and it came up. So that Capri, Louise, and Fred are giving you that message. Thank you, Katrilla. I know you'll be back when I come back on. You find me whatever time I come on. You always do. Such a sweetheart. And I thank you for that. Hope you're telling your friends I need to build up my subscribers here. It was my time to go. So, Capri, if that makes any sense to you, maybe it's the person who had the pets or the one who has the pets that's letting you know that it was their time to go. I don't know. Let's see what else comes. All right. Anything else for Capri? Do we have any messages from Fred and Louise Warren? Okay, your grandfather passed in 2003, your grandmother in 2009. I'm just a thought away. Did they have pets, Capri? No pets? These are your maternal grandparents, no pets. Okay, so then, did your friends Jessica and Callista, did they have pets? They were all that you had? Well, you have God. And you still have them because they're your ancestors now and they're telling you they're just a thought away. But it was their time to go. Saying that it's not your fault. Before you, if they passed away, both of them, before you could say goodbye, they're saying it was not your fault. Those things happen the way they happen because that's the way they were supposed to happen. And unless your friends Jessica and Callista were the ones that are surrounded by loving animals, okay, you were given a dog, but you no longer have him. Did he pass over too? The dog was a spiritual being. Well, yeah. Saying you have nothing to be guilty about. So the fact that you weren't here, you weren't there when they passed, either of them. Nothing to feel guilty about. Well, it's very possible that the dog was the past loved one incarnated. Absolutely. Oh, hey, Alejandra. You think your 3 month old may be your grandmother reincarnated? Could possibly be. Possibly be. You just have to ask. Ask your ancestors. Keep an eye on the baby. See how they come, Just be open. Possibly. Possibly. You'll see it. You'll be able to tell. But it's telling me here that it was your time to go. That surrounded by loving animals card, like I said, came out twice. So maybe this is just confirming that what they were telling you about the dog is the truth. They wanted you to know that. Okay? Of course, you can just ask, Capri. You can just ask your ancestors to show you or confirm to you if this baby is um, a reincarnation of your grandmother. But you'll be able to tell. You'll be able to tell once she starts talking and walking and talking back, as little girls do. You'll be able to tell if she's your grandmother or your grandfather. Believe that. They come up with stuff. They come up with stuff that'll let you know. But just ask your ancestors to let you be open to it. You can always light a white candle and put a glass of water next to it. And when you go to sleep, say your prayers and ask your ancestors to give you some affirmation or some synchronicity or something to let you know if the baby is your grandmother or your grandfather, come back. But they're telling you that it was their time to go, that it's not your fault, you have nothing to feel guilty about. They're just a thought away. Okay, yes. Well, babies can see the angels. We talked about that in a previous one of these Talking to Heavens. I think it was the first one that is a live stream upload. You can check the channel. And we talked about babies. But yeah, they have a connection because they're new. Came to start their mission, right? So yeah, they're still in touch. There's still the veil is very thin between babies and the angels and the divine. They're still settling into their humanness. Yeah, it's very interesting to watch babies. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, are you good, Capri? Are you good? So that we can sign off here? You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so Alejandra, okay, 10-digit number is usually a phone number. That's what they kept telling me. So you do automatic writing? Then maybe, but you could play those numbers, like I said, but I don't know what the numbers are. But if you write them out and put the dashes, you know, first number, second number, third number, dash, next three numbers, dash, and then the last four numbers, maybe it's a phone number. But it could be a lottery ticket number. So I would say that you should, if you have lottery where you are, you know, play the numbers. Yeah, write it out and see if it's a phone number. If it's a phone number, dial it. You never know. It could be a pot of gold at the end of that phone number. But if it's a if they're lottery numbers, if they're numbers, I would just play them. See how you could, you know, combinations and all of that other stuff that they do. So, folks, okay, good. Yeah, do that. Dial the number. See what the hell happens. You never know what's on the other day. You dialed the number that wasn't working. Okay. So now, you get the scratch off. Do the lottery. Lotto. Or Powerball. I don't know where you are, but just use them lot. You know, look at them. Think about them. Ask for guidance, and make those the numbers that you play. Okay, you're going to play the lottery? Play the lottery. Hopefully, you'll hit, and that'll be good for you. And I hope that you do hit. That'll be wonderful. And if you do hit, make sure that you make a comment so that everybody else will know. Don't tell us how much. Just say that you hit it, okay? All right. Thank you all so much. This has been going for 2 hours and 22 minutes and 22 seconds. All right. Bye, y'all. All right. I'll see y'all soon, and probably come back and do some love readings. Okay. Thank you all so much for being here and for letting me do this. All right. And I hope everybody was happy with the messages that they got today. And acknowledge your ancestors. Let them know. Thank them for bringing you these messages. All right? I'll be talking to you all soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Okay.